Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Nicole Gari. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. So today is December the 11th, 2024. And I gotta catch y'all up. I gotta catch y'all up on all things virgin from my perspective. Let me tell y'all, I have been in the bed for like 3 days. Literally enjoying my best life, taking 2 and 3 naps. Y'all know I'm back to them people's job tomorrow and I'm working a stretch. So what I need to do is, first of all, say, hey y'all, I missed y'all. I have not uploaded in about 10 days, 10 or 11 days. So I definitely miss you guys. I hope all is well. I'm going to get myself together. I'm about to step out, but my hair is looking crazy as hell. I need to moisturize it. I need to oil it. I need to wash this body, wash this face. It's a little warm in this bathroom, but we're going to baby, we're going to proceed. So we're just going to get started. I am going to just use my water bottle, add a little bit of BioSilk conditioner. I have my Talia Wajid oil that I use all of the time. So yeah, we're just gonna get started, y'all. So I'm going to use of course, the spray bottle as well as the conditioner to moisturize my hair. Even though I am a couple years locked, I still don't like to manipulate my hair when it's not moist. Because, you know, I don't need no extra tension up on these edges. I need my edges. I don't need no commotion. I don't need no issues. So we are going to just, we're just going to add some moisture, remove this scarf, y'all. I feel like I'm the only black girl that do not know how to tie a scarf. Child, it just does not do what I needed to do ever. I can't tie the knot right. The shit want to slide off all times of the night and carrying on. So yeah, y'all, let's moisturize this hair. I was so happy that I, of course, have locks. Anytime I go on vacation, I appreciate having locks that much more because I don't have to worry about getting my hair wet. I do not have to worry about having a protective style. I don't have to worry about none of that. All I got to do is lean into the sun, baby. That's all I got to do is lean into the sun. So yes, the trip was a really, really good time. My cousin Steph was super happy. She always puts on a great trip though, like all of the time. We typically travel at least once a year together, just on a girls trip, me, Eb, Missy, and Steph. But this was Steph's 57th birthday and we had a really good time. So we'll see if you guys will see that video before this one, but I did record as much as possible. I was not the best vlogger at all. I was living in a moment. Now I get when the girls say, baby, I was living in a moment, because I was. So, girl, when we got back home, when we landed at Philadelphia International Airport, baby, it was cold as shit outside, okay? It was a rude, very much so rude awakening. Shit. In St. Kitts, I think it was about 80, 82, but you know, that island heat, that island humidity, the sun and all that is different, so it was still very much so getting extremely hot, okay? Got back here, I was shaking like a stripper, y'all. I was shaking like a stripper, honey, and I had on my little Philly sweater dress that I think I told you guys about, but I never showed y'all. Then my husband took his hoodie off, put it on me, girl. It was a lot. Then I had on slides. I had to put some socks on with some flip-flops, baby. It was a whole lot, baby. I was looking good and homeless. I had the helmet on. Not the helmet. I had the hoodie on, but I had my hair up like this, so it looked like I had a comb head, girl. It was a lot. But here's the thing. It is December, so it's supposed to be cold. Now, today it's about 60 degrees outside. Baby, a few days ago it was 30, so it is what it is. Just be prepared for the matrix, you know what I'm saying? But as you guys can see, this is the bracelet that they gave us on the cruise, and this bracelet gives you access to everything. All things, open your door, pay for drinks, buy stuff at boutiques, the whole 9 yards, all of it. And baby, they had boutiques on that cruise line. Baby, then when I tell you Gucci, Louis, Marc Jacobs, they had, of course, they had a Virgin Voyage gift shop. And the gift shop had some really good stuff. But here's the thing, like their sweaters were really nice. Their their quarter zip sweaters were really, really nice. But at the end of the day, am I going to come home and wear a Virgin Voyage anything? No, not so much. But listen, let me tell y'all just a few things that I jotted down. Girl, where's your hair tie, girl? You know you got to do this in sections, girl. Oh, here we go. So let me just tell y'all a few things that I jotted down along the way about Virgin Voyage, y'all. The Resilient Lady. Our trip was from April the 30th to December the 6th. And today is the 12th. See how I've been fronting on y'all? But yeah, so first things first. Baby, and this is my first Virgin experience. Take what I have to say with a grain of salt because this is my experience, okay? But one thing that y'all need to know, and I'm looking beyond y'all because I did write down some notes in my phone. Baby, listen, baby, have a very open mind on Voyage, Resilient Lady. Baby, all that West Philly sass I got, baby. Not the time nor the place. Because here's the thing. I call myself holding seats for my family at the Scarlet Night party. And this gentleman came up and he was like, you know, excuse me, is anybody sitting there? And I'm like, no, I'm holding seats for my family. And then he was like, okay, well, can we sit there for a while? You know, until they come. And West Philadelphia born and raised. It's a no. I done told you already that I'm holding the seats for my folks. So no. So he just stood there. He was like, okay, no problem or whatever. So he stood to the side. My family never showed up, baby. The messages was flowing, baby, but nobody showed up. So I had this little section for nothing. It was just me. So I did tell the guy, I was like, you know what? You can sit here or whatever. And he was just very appreciative, extremely conversational, baby. People will pull up on you and talk about anything. Everybody is happy to just be on vacation. Like, it's a whole vibe. So all that attitude, all that, you know, I guess for me, you know, questioning people's intentions and the whole 9 yards and why are you talking to me type of vibe that I tend to have. Baby, not on that cruise, baby. Not on that cruise. Nope. Not there. Baby, it gives a whole bunch of professionals just wanting to have a good time. And they did. They, me, she, I, them, me. Yeah, I did as well. Okay? So, all of that, no, it's not the time, baby. Keep your attitude, keep your preconceived notions and all that thing. Keep that shit on the shoreline, baby, because it's not welcome on Virgin Voyage, okay? So that's number one. Number two, listen. Hello? Listen, Virgin Voyage, from my experience, is an extremely inclusive environment. If you have any phobias, if you are not inclusive, if you feel like you are not in a space where you can experience inclusivity with the LGBTQA plus community, baby, and please forgive me if I forgot anything else, it's not for you. It's not for you. This cruise line I found was extremely inclusive when it came to the community, which I found as a joy. A lot of the shows, now here's the thing, I only went to one show, and I think it was called the Rose or the Royal Rose or somebody's Rose or something, and I had to pay $50. But basically, it was a sit-down dinner, get a couple courses. They will continue to give you rosé and different drinks throughout the night. As soon as they think that your cup is a little bit low, baby, they refilling it, and it was cool. I have to say, I did not go to any other show, party, none of that. Y'all, I slept so much on this cruise. Girlfriend was in bed by 11. It was one night that I was up, and I was up with Tasha, and I'm like, Tasha, I do not want to go in the house. I'm not ready to go back on the porch, baby. The party is outside. The party was outside. That's another thing. It's always something to do. And their social spaces throughout the cruise is such a vibe that you can run into a guitarist that's doing an excellent job. You can run into a drag queen that is doing all of the things, honey. Baby, and as I slept and during my beautiful slumber for my cute ass baby, everything was going on that I missed. But I did get to go to a Rose is a Rose or whatever it's called, honey. So yeah, tip number, whatever that is, if you are not one to be able to be amongst a community of people that truly love themselves and others that have a different sexual orientation or identification of being, don't come. It ain't for you. And guess what? Here's the thing. Everything is not for everybody. So it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good, but everything is not for everybody. But I think that is something that you really need to take into consideration. Because I will say that when I was doing my recon, come on, recon. When I was doing my recon and up on YouTube University, you know what I mean? All of my in-depth research, I did notice a lot of representation from the LGBTQA plus community in the reviews. I did not necessarily do 1 + 1 = 2, baby, but 1 + 1 = 2. So that's that. So if you ain't with it, don't be with it. Okay? Next, y'all. Another thing about inclusivity that I really, really loved to see was the hallways, like to your cabin, was extremely wide. It was extremely wide. So if you had a loved one that was in a motorized vehicle to help them get around, like a wheelchair or a jazzy or a little scooter or something, baby, you could walk next to your person in the hallway and they're still in their chair. And it's not tight. You're not bumping up against each other. When people are trying to pass you in the hallway, you're not in each other's way. I love that. I thought that was super, super dope. That was one of the first things that I noticed, as well as I did use the public restroom. I don't think I recorded it. And I'm sorry. I recorded some stuff, but I didn't record all the stuff, y'all. The bathrooms are a vibe, and the bathrooms are co-ed. The bathroom that I went into is co-ed. The bathroom has an extremely large stall where, you know, like for me, when I would have to change my kids at the mall, there was a family restroom. So, you know, I had a changing table. Baby, you could change your kids. You could turn around, do the hokey pokey and all that. The bathroom was so large that even if your loved one or your person was in a wheelchair, you can go in the bathroom with them. If they needed some type of assistance, it's plenty of space. I loved that. I think I raved about that forever. My husband was like, I just love stuff like that. Like, I'm a type of person that does not like for people to be excluded in anything. If you do not want to partake in something, then that's your choice. But to be excluded, I don't like that. I don't like that. Nope. So, bravo to Virgin Voyage for that. All right, y'all. So we got this side completely moisturized. My scalp thanks me, y'all. And to be honest, earlier in my lock journey, I would be very, very on top of, you know, oiling my hair. And, well, first of all, when I first started, I didn't know what to do. So she was looking crazy. I would run up on Ash just because it needed some moisture, it needed some oil, and I was just overwhelmed and I felt like I was looking crazy. I didn't know what to do. So, but now I do, and my girl definitely needs some loving. And y'all, I didn't even get my bag rubbed because my bag rubbed a little unloved. But here is my locks. Yep. Gray hair still in command. And I hope you guys can see me. The lighting is not the best in here. But we move. Hopefully I can edit it or whatever. But this is the hair. Now it's stuck on my earring. Y'all, I wanted to get my tattoo. I wanted to add on to my sleeve, my leg tattoo, and get some other stuff done. But then I felt like I only had about 10 days. Once I stopped procrastinating, I only had about 10 days to actually get it done and heal. And I was not willing to not be in the pool or get in the ocean or, you know, duck and dodge the sand and all that. I wasn't willing to do all of that. So I will absolutely continue to get my ink done before the summertime. Okay, so next, food, y'all. There are a lot of options. The food is plentiful. From the galley, which on other cruises, it gave like a cafeteria vibe, kind of. Because like you could serve yourself. And I'm not necessarily a proponent of that. That's why I really don't like buffets, because people are dirty and I don't want you reaching over my shit, coughing and all of that. So I really did appreciate that you are served. They had everything. They had stuff from burgers to a salad bar to a noodle spot to sushi to paninis to all of the things. Now for me, I don't feel like I gained any weight on this cruise. Any other cruise that I went on, I always feel like I gained a lot of weight. One, because I was drinking like a fish on other cruises, number one. Number two, the food options were just different, and I indulged in all of the things, and that was not necessarily good for me. I do feel like Virgin Voyage leans more towards a healthier food options. So for example, you can get your French toast, your eggs, your pancakes, your sausage, bacon, or whatever, but it just seemed like it was, oh, baby, the hash browns was bumping. Girl, them hash browns. And let me tell y'all something. I'm not even the type of person that eats breakfast. Like, I'm not a breakfast seeker. My first meal can start at lunch, and it's because I prefer lunch and dinner food. But if you want like a specialized omelet or a specialized meal, then you would have to stand in line, place the order. They'll give you the little, little thing that vibrate, little disc, light up, vibrate and all that. Then you go back and get your food. Other than that, then you'll just stand in line, get served or whatever. So it was cool. I really did like it. They had everything. They had an ice cream parlor. They had a cigar lounge, which my husband really did appreciate. They had two. One, you can gain access through the casino. And then the other one was on the 15th floor. It was an outdoor situation. Very nice. Very, very nice. We ate at Pink Agave, which was my favorite location. It was more Mexican inspired. So the guacamole was amazeballs. The sea bass was really good there. The ribeye steak was really good there. My husband really enjoyed that. They had some type of pepper, but the pepper was stuffed with mashed potatoes, baby. But when you got this on your plate, it was looking like, what the fuck I'm gonna do with this pepper? Because it's like a huge green pepper, but it wasn't a green pepper, but it looked like a green pepper. But anyway, once you cut it open, it was mashed potatoes. It was very good. The wake was really good. We ate at the wake for brunch, which was good. I really enjoyed their Caesar salad, no bacon. I think I got the sea bass again, or salmon or something like that. But that food was really good. Then we went back for dinner. Still pretty much the same vibe, but the food was good. Went to Extra Virgin. The food was good. Look, baby, the food was good. Okay, now, I will say say that, of course, I waited till the very last minute to try to make my resi. So that ain't work online, but if you do show up at the restaurant, they will seat you. So don't sweat it. They definitely do recommend that you have a reservation, but for the most part, you can get in. I think the only time we got turned away was for the wake for dinner, but we was able to make a reservation for the next day at 9. The other thing is, if you make later reservations or if you try to walk in later, the thing is, get there when they first open or get there later, like a 9 o'clock reservation. That worked for us. So yeah, y'all, the food was really good. The food was really good. The drinks, they did not have a drink package like Norwegian did. I didn't require a drink package anyway, to be very honest. My cousin Steph, because Steph is Steph, we had bottles of Moet in our room upon, arrival. Oh, the other thing is, when you get on the ship, your room is already ready. Love that. Now, if you're doing the onboarding process and you choose to leave your bags out there for the baggage handlers to deliver your bag to your room, you can do that. Or you can walk through, be checked in with your bag, and have your bag accessible. We were at our room for maybe an hour tops before my bags were delivered, but I was already dressed for the day, so that was cool. Other thing, y'all, please get there at your selected time to get up on that ship. You do not have to get there early. They really do stick to, from my experience, they really do stick to your time frame. There are lines that identify, what time. So it's a line for 2 o'clock, 2:15, 2:30, whatever. At 2 o'clock, that line is moving. At 2:15, that line is moving. Our time was at 2 o'clock. Baby, we got there at about 1:15. We had to wait. Now, I'm used to having to get to places sooner than later because that's just the way that my husband is set up. That's just how he operates. To be on time is to be late. Baby, to be late is unacceptable. To be early is on time. He lives by that letter, so I already knew. But I did think that the onboarding process was very seamless. We did need a passport in order to board the ship, period. You do have to walk through a metal detector as well as put your bags through the scanner. Once you do that, you go upstairs, they give you one of these, and then you board. Oh, they ask you to put a card on file, of course, for any purchases and incidentals or whatever. So my husband did that. And then, baby, we was on the ship. On the ship eating. You ain't waiting for nothing. You're not waiting for anything. I mean, the galley is already open. The galley is like their big cafeteria-esque dining room hall type of deal. The dock, I did really enjoy the dock. The sunsets were amazing. The food was pretty good. I had octopus as well as shrimp. Oh, at Extra Virgin, the calamari was good. The food was good. I liked how grown it was. Like, it was a truly grown experience, vibey experience, even in the social spaces. As you walk through the ship, it's a whole bunch of different installations of like just different spaces with a whole different vibe to chilling. I mean, like, super dope. It was given very much so, I'm grown and I'm sexy. It was. And everybody was really nice. Everybody was extremely outgoing. What they said about the pool, baby, the pool is definitely a pine. There's no reason why that pool should be that damn small on that boat. But the last day at sea, we spent the whole day at the pool. My cousin Steph got up early. She claimed some seats. There is a rule that you cannot leave your day bed, because we had the day beds, for more than 45 minutes. If so, then they would come and allow somebody else to sit there. I never saw anything enacted by security. Everything was just a vibe. I think that they have rules because you should have rules, but in regards to abiding by the rules, not so much. Y'all, there are minimal overhead announcements like everybody else said that make these videos. They not saying, baby, welcome to St. Kitts, Bill. They ain't saying none of that. You wake up. You better know where you at. The elevators light up and it tells you on the walls, like, okay, disembarkment is at this time. Hey, your ass back on the boat at this time. And that's it. That's it. All them overhead announcements. The only time that we really heard an overhead announcement was the morning of when we landed in Puerto Rico, which was the day that it was time to get up off that boat, off that ship. And basically the captain got on and was like, you know, thank you guys so much for joining us on Virgin Voyage. Y'all got to be up off this boat by 10:30. That was it. So that was that. What else I want to tell y'all? The Scarlet Night. Did get dressed for the Scarlet Night. There were a lot of different installments. So I think it was like 3 installments around the boat at different times. But it did end up, like the finale did end up at the pool. So when I first wanted to go out, I did try to start on deck 7 or level 7, but it was so crowded that I was just like, nah, I ain't doing that. I'm not that invested. So went upstairs. That's when I claimed my seats. That's when the man asked, could they sit down the whole 9 yards. Scarlet Night was cool. I think it depends on who you're with. I was by myself. It was fine. I mean, it was given very much so techno type of vibe for me. They did like a whole choreograph. Baby, they did a whole little dance situation or whatever. It was alright. It was cool. The lady came out in a red sequins dress, started singing or whatever. It was a big ass octopus situation going on. The people was happy. Listen, let me tell you something. It was just giving. The people was happy to be here. They were happy to not be at work. They were grown as fuck, doing young joint activities, and truly enjoying themselves. That's what it was. Professionals were truly, truly enjoying themselves. So I hung out for a little while. After that, went to the pizza shop, got me a little white pizza, and took my ass on over there to the bed. So it was cool. It wasn't like my type of hype, like, here we go, yo, here we go. Like, it wasn't that type of hype, but it was cool. It was cool. It was very decent to see almost everybody on the ship dressed in red. That was nice. That was nice. What else I want to tell y'all? Oh, y'all. Listen. Come close, y'all. So when we were at Grand Turks, and when we were getting back on the ship from our day at the port, there were canine dogs available. And they did ask you they said that it was random. If you had a bag, you stand on one line and it was like those lines, those strings or straps that are, or dividers that are there at the airport. You know, you could take it off and it slide all the way over there. So they asked, you was on one side of that, and then they told you to drop your bag on the other side. The canine dog came through, sniffed your bags, and then once it was all clear, you were allowed to get on the boat. So just be very, very aware of that. They even had a voluntary, don't ask questions, you can deposit your contraband, drugs, whatever, in this here receptacle, baby. You can drop it right up in here. We ain't gonna ask y'all no questions. But once you get your behind up there in that line and it get a little funky, we got a lot of questions. And that was in Grand Turks. So yeah, as you walking on that long ass dot to board the boat, they did have along the way, they did have big ass boxes that had a lock on it, and you can just slide your whatever that people indulge in, you know, that you felt like you copped on the island or whatever, baby. They gave you an opportunity to toss that shit or take your chances. So that's that. Again, y'all, I did not take a lot of pictures, but there are a lot of places to take pictures. Mr. Brunson or whatever his name And his team, they absolutely thought it through. Like, they thought it through. When I tell you, they thought it through. They did a good job. Y'all, so I was able to get, when I booked my cruise, I got Seller Loot. And Seller Loot is basically an onboard credit. I had $300 Seller Loot. So I could use that towards anything on the boat, from anything. From items at the gift shop, to drinks, to merchandise, whatever. I could use my Seller Loot for that. If you go through an agent, a travel agent, I did find that you get more perks. So you might get a credit for additional Seller Loot. You might get a credit when it comes to the bar tab. Wasn't called the bar tab, but it was somewhere it's just specifically, that money is specifically used for the bar. By the time the cruise was over, our bill was about $200. The other thing on Virgin, baby, that hammock, I didn't take advantage of the hammock as much as I should have. I got in the hammock maybe about 3 times. It was people in my party that actually slept out on the balcony. That hammock is all that. And I'm 5'3", and I could put my whole entire body and cocoon in that hammock. It was wonderful. Our bed was really nice. The rooms were spacious, very much so modern, very tech savvy. So they had an iPad and you could control the lighting. You can talk to customer service, whatever, make reservations, the whole 9 yards. So that was really good. Their app did work, and the app was really good. I did have to talk to customer service about something, and they were on it. Also, the bed was comfortable. I did take heed though. I was watching Alexis Rebecca's trip with her parents to, I forgot where she went, y'all. Maybe Greece or something like that, y'all. But what she did was she requested an extra mattress pad, and it made the bed a lot more comfortable for her. I requested the mattress pad soon as I saw our cabin steward. So he was on it. I'm glad that I hopped on it, because when I was telling other people in my party about it, they didn't have any more available. I slept beautifully. I slept beautifully on that cruise. Okay, I needed it. It was very rejuvenating. It was a great time, a beautiful vibe. I would absolutely cruise with Virgin Voyage again. And yeah, y'all. So I really did just want to check in with you guys, let you guys know just a few things that I wanted to share about my experience with Virgin Voyage. I'm about to hop in the shower, transition out the door, but thank you guys so much for stopping by. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will absolutely see you guys on the other side. Mwah!
Gotta keep going, 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 gotta keep going. If there's one thing that I learned while in those county lines, it's that everything takes time. You have gotta lose your pride.